fellow citizens. We observe today not a victory of party, but a celebration of freedom, symbolizing an end as well as a beginning, signifying renewal as well as change. For I have sworn before you and Almighty God the same solemn oath our forebears prescribed nearly a century and 3/4 ago. The world is very different now, for man holds in his mortal hands the power to abolish all forms of human poverty and all forms of human life. By the steady spread of the deadly atom, yet both racing to alter that uncertain balance of terror that stays the hand of mankind's final war. So let us begin anew, remembering on both sides that civility is not a sign of weakness, and sincerity is always subject to proof. Let us never negotiate out of fear, but let us never fear to negotiate. Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. My fellow citizens of the world, ask not what America will do for you, but what together we can do for the freedom of man.
This is the terror that once again casts its eerie shadow over the face of the earth. The hydrogen bomb, the bomb that Khrushchev announces will once again undergo tests by the Russians. As nuclear test ban talks reconvened in Geneva, the Soviets said that they would resume testing and hinted at a new, even more horrible weapon. The move was denounced heatedly by the West and neutralists. Protection of Allied troops go about their daily tasks well aware that their divided city has been pounced upon by Khrushchev as his frail reason for resuming atom bomb tests. They know, as President Kennedy said, that Khrushchev is testing more than bombs. He is testing the will and determination of the free world through atomic blackmail. Nevertheless, no one is going to stop a British schoolboy from going to classes if it takes every one of England's troops in Berlin. They stand by to convoy Erwin Shave, age 12. He lives in a section of West Berlin surrounded by red territory except for an 8-foot lane. One day, East German soldiers stepped from the weeds and told him to go home. His parents complained, and Her Majesty's troops took over. Daily, the harassment by the East Germans goes on. They have sealed off famed St. Hedwig's Cathedral, and West Germans can no longer worship at the church where their forefathers were christened and were buried. The communists have never learned that they can never erect a wall between the faithful and their God. The boots of East German soldiers on never-ending patrol sound a tattoo of oppression. Love conquers the old brick wall. A young couple in East Berlin, separated from the bride's mother in the West, wave to the tearful woman. Scenes of heartbreak that are daily occurrence as families are torn apart by the wall of hate. The tears of a mother, the sadness of a bride. That is Berlin today.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see, no, I won't be afraid. Oh, I won't be afraid, just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. I mean, if the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountain should crumble to the sea,